Well guys, welcome back to the nest. I hope you're all keeping well. Time for another video now. Before we go any further, I hope everyone had a great Mother's Day, for those of you who live in the UK. Fix this a wee bit. And tonight is a different kind of video. It's not a movie or TV show reaction, it's not a gaming video, even though I've only made one so far. Tonight is a little topic that I want to discuss because it's a really big trending story at the minute. As you all know, last year I reacted to the 1971 film Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and it's a very big trend at the minute. This company, the House of Illuminati, run by a man named Billy Cool, or Cole, or however the fuck you meant to pronounce it, he decided to create an event for children and families to come to an event called Willy's Chocolate Experience. And like the film says, it's meant to be like a world of pure imagination. And it was really meant to be for the kids to actually like experience like the chocolate factory, like the movies, if you know what I mean. Like see it up front in person, like a big like chocolate waterfall landing all over the place, and making the chocolate all frothy, and like big mushrooms and candy and chocolate all over the place. And then whenever they got there, it turned out to be in a world of pure fabrication. Yeah, that is correct. The reality is, when they got there, it was nothing more in a warehouse in Scotland with dirty windows, and there were just cheap props lying all over the place. Like there was a website that they created, but it was clearly AI generated. Like the pictures were so colourful, they were just so animated looking. There wasn't enough information about the event. Like even the spelling, they couldn't have at least checked that, like catgating or Carchy tunes. And what the fuck is sweet teats? I haven't had anyone sing a Carchy tune to me. I mean, I thought AI was meant to be our future. Meant to take over the world. They're meant to be so smart, yet I can't even fucking spell. I gotta say, I feel so sorry for all the actors that were roped into this. I'll get to them in a wee minute, but anyway, there were just cheap props lying all over the place, and the AI generated images were like hung up. I wouldn't surprise me if that was all ordered off Temu. And the big magical tunnel, the Twilight Tunnel that they promised, the reality was it was just a bit of cloth hung up all over the place. You walk through it, and there was just a very, very small bouncy castle. And what's more is there was not even any chocolate. It's fucking Willy Wonka, and you can't even promise them like a homemade chocolate bar. And all you get is one single jelly bean, and when the jelly bean ran out, you just got a quarter cup of lemonade. Isn't this meant to be like a big family event? I do think if this was to really happen, like it promotes it, this would cost like thousands of pounds, something that the House of Illuminati clearly did not have. And it would take months. It's not just going to happen overnight. And as for the actors, I feel sorry for them being roped into it. A couple of them, that was their first ever acting role. And, it is an immersive experience, but the whole thing, the whole script was, and I quote from the man who played Willy Wonka, AI gibberish. Yeah, and that's all it was. Like, I saw the script, it even gives the audience directions on what to do. Like, here's the thing, I've done immersive shows before. Like, I studied performing arts at college. I've worked on immersive before. But in no way in our script did we write down, the audience cheers along with you. I mean, like, the only people who do anything in that script is the cast members. That's the only people who, like, the audience is meant to get involved, but they're meant to get involved in their own way. You know what I mean? Like, if the kids want to, like, take part in creating chocolate in that event, whatever, but the script's not meant to tell them anyway. Because it was an unlicensed event, the characters aren't even named Willy Wonka or Oompa Loompas. Like, Willy Wonka is named Willy McDuff, and the Oompa Loompa is called a Wonky Doodle. Fucking hell, that sounds weird, Wonky Doodle. And it was just one single girl standing behind a big desk that looked like as the customers call it, a meth lab. My God. And the chocolate river, You could have at least some sort of liquid and turned it brown, but instead all you got was this fucking cardboard prop. You walk over it, and it was just absolutely tacky. Like, it's basically a kids version of Fire Festival. What an absolute disappointment. But the only original thing that's come out of this is the unknown. The unknown is supposed to be an evil chocolate maker. Like, it doesn't say whether it creates evil chocolate or the unknown itself is evil, and it's just like a silver mask. That's all you wear, a silver mask and a black cloak, and it just pops up behind a mirror that you have in your bedroom that you look yourself in before you go on a night out. And the kids were absolutely shit scared, so they were. Uh, and then after a while, after about 45 minutes, like the guy who played Willy Wonka, he didn't even get to have a break. He just went for 4 hours straight, and then he was just told to improvise. And the unknown just went around scaring children for like absolutely no reason. It had the smallest bouncy castle in the world. There were no chocolate whatsoever, and as one customer even said, probably have to pay for that food over there. Pay £45 a ticket for this. What a waste of money! Oh my god. I don't even know. And, I feel sorry for the actors. They deserve it. You know what they deserve? A name in Hollywood. And I actually saw the news tonight. The girl who played the unknown has actually been offered a job in the London Dungeons. I've been there before. Absolutely terrifying. I went whenever I was about P7. I went with my dad. It was fucking frightening. But an actor deserves to be in a place like that. Like I like, this is what they need. After a while, I found out that whenever Willie McDuff came back, there were loads of angry parents confronting Billy Cool, and they were just demanding refunds. They were saying, you've scammed children, and Billy Cool can do nothing but just stand there and be like, I do apologise. As of Monday, the House of Illuminati will be making full refunds. Like, the parents were, I think one of the parents even had a point. Like, he had bouncers there because he knew it was all going to kick off. Like, who even gives someone a script to learn 15 pages worth of a script and then a whole night to learn? Like, I've done so many shows and I'm given months. But like, whenever I was doing Sleeping Beauty, we began in around October time, and that took about what, 10 weeks, and we carried it out so well. And then you've got that, like fair enough if you want to improvise. If you've seen Willy Wonka and you're in an event like that, you know to improvise. I found out that whenever the actors made an escape, they just went to the pub. They just went down to the pub to celebrate. Billy Cole, the guy behind the House of Illuminati, he's been called one of the most disliked people in Glasgow right now. He's a really big fan of AI, so he is. Like, he apparently on Amazon, he sold a lot, like 16 books within a month that were all AI generated, and they got really shitty reviews. Why don't you just come up with your own original idea? Like, I know it's not easy. Like, I try to be as original as I can on this channel, even though I'm only doing movie reactions. But I'm not gonna use AI to create a script for my videos. Like, I'd rather do it like my own professional, original way. And I'm gonna be improving when I get to 1980. Believe me, guys, I've said so many times. But like, I do not want to use AI or ChatGPT or anyone else any kind of robot to do my videos for me. I will be as original as I can. Get help along the line as well. But it's not fair on the actors being roped into that in the last second, especially someone who's just starting out, an 18-year-old, like who's studying acting, wanting to get their first ever acting role, and that's just a sheer and utter disappointment. Like, honestly, I would not. I feel sorry for the parents who actually were on their way to that event and then find out it got cancelled because parents just found out how shitty it was, and then they had to pay for the train and bus tickets. Like, it was a scam. It was a scam. Like Billy Cool knew it was itself, and the Wonky Doodle. This is just a big trending meme at the minute. Like, I follow a lot of stuff on Facebook and Instagram, and I see a lot of like memes about the unknown. People are already picking out their Halloween costume, and I heard one actress even said if they make a movie about this event, she wants to play the unknown in this movie. And I found out the unknown's even getting its own movie. Like, apparently these parents like lose their son Charlie in a car crash, and then they go to stay in this castle, which is also a hotel, and the unknown lives there. Yeah, God, imagine if I had been there, I would have lost it. In fact, I can actually picture one of the parents doing that right now. What is this? You've scammed children. I just thought that this is something I should cover at the minute because it's just a very, very big story at the minute. Even though it was like 2 to 3 weeks ago, yeah, I think it's just something we can all laugh at this point. I wonder how Billy's family are taking this right now, because I do know he's got a family, he's got kids, and he was crying his eyes out because he was so disappointed. Even the apology was AI. Why can't he just come from the heart, speak properly without using a robot? And like, he's probably the man who created AI. Let's face it, if he's this big of a fan of AI, he's probably just so. This is probably his pet. And he did say House of Illuminati are not going to be like producing any more events. He hasn't even paid the actors of their full pay. He's only given them half of it. Like, they're meant to get £500 each. Some of them only got like 250. Some parents haven't even got their refunds yet. Well, I'm sure they should just ring the police on him. Like, I heard kids were so upset that the police got called, and they should. It's false advertising. If you're going to create something like that in real life that the AI promoted, honestly, you're gonna need to take like months to create something like that, and it'll cost you thousands and thousands of pounds, because those were just cheap and tacky props, like a big pretend camera. You can't even take a photo on that thing. And then the smallest bouncy castle in the world, and one jelly bean. There wasn't even any chocolate. It's Willy's chocolate experience. But yeah, that's what it is. A world of pure fabrication. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment you'd like to see next, subscribe, turn on notifications. And by the way, tell me about more of these trend stories. I just feel like it's something I should cover because it's a big story at the minute, and I loved the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's just something I had to talk about because it's such a big trend story at the minute. But thank you so much for watching, you guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, etc., etc. Turn on notifications, share with your friends and family, on Instagram or whatever. I shall see you guys in the next video. Love you all to death. Beware.